welcome back. It's Back to the Basics. I'm Sean Barn at Looking Point. We help IT organizations make decisions around collaboration, security, and networking. If you're like me, you've had problems running cables, and that's why we're talking about this guy on this Back to the Basics. Let's go! Alright, we're back and we've got a tool tip for you. If you've ever had the problem of racking equipment and you're running all the wires and you start to use zip ties and you're like, hey, what do I do with this zip tie? So as an example, I've got this zip tie here and I've got a little bundle of cable and I'm running it in the rack. Ideally, you wouldn't be doing this with cables that you're going to be moving around very often because a zip tie is kind of a permanent, impermanent kind of fastener, but I would recommend using probably Velcro straps or something like that, or just cable management in a rack. But in the case that you do need a zip tie, that's what we're talking about today. So you tighten this zip tie down and you're left with this little tail. It's hard to get it super tight. You try to like hold it and pull it, and if it's always in this weird spot where you can't quite get to it, and then you're left with this little tail. And a lot of times they'll just hang out in the rack somewhere and you'll have to come back around and clip them off. So there is a tool, this tool, that is a zip tie tool that does two things. It pulls it tight and it cuts it all in one motion. And I'm not trying to sell you one, I'm just trying to show you what the tool does. So it sounds like I'm on an infomercial. So here we go. We pull and clip, and that's it. And it saves you a ton of time. So if you are running zip ties for any reason and you want to tighten, cut, all in one swoop, you may not know that this little tool exists. It is a zip tie tool. So that's really it for today. Simple little tool that hopefully saves you time and some headache when you're out there in the data center running some cable. So if I said anything in this video that you're like, hey, I'd love to know more about that, maybe you want me to keep doing these little tool tips, we'll keep doing them. Leave a comment, make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next Back to the Basics.